Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsab. Let's have a look at the headlines. US Undersecretary for Trade calls on the President. Central Bank predicts a 3% growth for the economy this year. News in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has underscored the government's commitment to creating a highly competitive, export-oriented economy based on market principles, emphasizing the need for a robust economic framework to drive the nation forward. President Wickremesinghe said this speaking at the International Rotary District Conference 2023-2024 in Colombo recently. President Wickremesinghe highlighted the pivotal role of the people in determining the country's economic trajectory, stressing the importance of embracing competition and market forces. The President's remarks come at a crucial juncture as Sri Lanka grapples with decisions on economic development amidst a changing global landscape. President Wickremesinghe's vision for an export-oriented economy resonates with his belief in the capabilities of Sri Lankan businesses to overcome challenges and drive growth. The conference, attended by representatives of Rotary International and members of District 3220 Rotary International, provided a platform for discussions on community welfare and economic development initiatives. Under Secretary for Trade and Foreign Agricultural Affairs at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Alexis Taylor paid a courtesy call on President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat recently. The discussions revolved around the ongoing dairy modernization program supported by the U.S., with President Wickremesinghe welcoming the initiative as a complement to the island-wide dairy expansion projects. President Wickremesinghe also outlined the government's efforts towards agriculture modernization, emphasizing the importance of engaging more youth in the sector. The U.S. delegation, in turn, expressed their support for these initiatives, pledging to provide necessary assistance to bolster Sri Lanka's agricultural modernization efforts. Accompanying President Wickremesinghe was Secretary to the President Saman Ekanayake and Director of International Affairs Dinuk Columbage. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka forecasts a 3% growth for the economy this year, citing the positive effects of relaxed monetary policies and a low inflation environment. This optimistic outlook follows a notable rebound in the economy during the latter half of 2023 after 6 consecutive quarters of year-on-year contractions. The central bank noted this in its 2023 Annual Economic Review report, which was presented to the President at the Presidential Secretariat recently. The recovery is expected to gain momentum, fueled by the resurgence of the tourism sector and favorable conditions in the industry and agriculture sectors. Noteworthy factors contributing to this growth include the lifting of import restrictions, declining credit costs, improved agricultural yields, and increased remittances. The CBSL underscores the importance of policy certainty and continuity, emphasizing the need for structural reforms and fiscal sustainability amidst upcoming elections. However, challenges such as human capital outflow, climate change impacts, and economic diversification gaps remain areas of concern, requiring focused initiatives and reforms. The CBSL's forecast reflects cautious optimism contingent upon the country's adherence to IMF EFF program commitments, debt restructuring, and structural reforms. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Sri Lanka's Purchasing Managers Index for manufacturing has recorded an index value of 62.5 in March 2024, signaling a notable expansion in manufacturing activities. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka's Purchasing Managers Index for services indicated a further expansion in services activities in March 2024, with the Business Activity Index recording an index value of 67.7. This data was released by Central Bank recently. All sub-indices, including new orders, production, employment, and stock of purchases, expanded on a month-on-month basis, mainly driven by seasonal demand. The food and beverages and textiles and apparel sectors were significant contributors to the increase in new orders and production. Despite a lengthened suppliers' delivery time, employment and stock of purchases increased in line with new orders and production. Additionally, a decline in price levels was observed during the month. The wholesale and retail trade subsector experienced a significant uptick, while business activities in the financial services subsector continue to grow, supported by accommodative monetary policy. The Cabinet of Ministers has approved the entrustment of the management of the Mattala Rajapaksa International Airport to Shaurya Aeronautics of India and Airports of Regions Management Company of Russia or its affiliated ventures for a period of 30 years. Cabinet co-spokesperson and Minister Bandula Gunawardena said this, speaking at the post-cabinet meeting media briefing last Friday. This decision comes following recommendations from a cabinet-appointed negotiation committee, marking a significant step in the revitalization of the airport's operations. Minister Bandula Gunawardena stated that the move follows a thorough evaluation process, which initially involved calling for expression of interest from interested parties. From numerous submissions received, two companies, Shaurya Aeronautics Limited of India and Airports of Regions Management Company of Russia, emerged as the selected entities to manage the airport. The proposal, presented by Ports, Shipping and Aviation Minister Nimal Siripal de Silva, garnered unanimous approval from the Cabinet of Ministers. Sparsilone, the renowned luxury wellness brand, has unveiled the first ever immersive multi-sensory experience, Butterfly Paradise, in Sri Lanka at One Golf Mall recently. Coinciding with the Butterfly Outdoor Gallery, this project aims to immerse visitors in the captivating world of butterflies while championing butterfly conservation. Sri Lanka, with its rich biodiversity, is home to over 248 species of exotic butterflies, but over 76 are facing extinction. Recognizing the urgency of conservation, Sparsilone has been partnering with the Sri Lanka Wildlife Conservation Society since 2017. The immersive butterfly experience combines relaxation and education, treating guests to a revitalizing journey with Sparsilone's wellness range and cutting-edge digital technology like augmented reality. Speaking at the event, Sparsilone co-founder Shalin Balasurya highlighted their dedication to creating impactful engagement with the community.
අද බොහොම විශේෂ අවස්ථාවක් ලංකාවේ පළවෙනි වතාවට ඉමර්සිව් වර්චුවල් රියැලිටි දෙකම එකව කරගෙන අපි මේ කරන විශේෂ දේ ලංකාවේ සමනලයෝ ගැන කියන කතන්දරයක් මේක. මේ ලංකාවේ මේ සමනලයෝ ගත්තම ස්පීසිස් ඉන්නවා 248ක් විතර. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන්ට වර්ධනය වෙන්න පුළුවන් වාතාවරණ දැන් අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා මේ සමනලයෝ දිනෙන් දින අඩු වෙගෙන අපිට අහිමි වෙගෙන යනවා. ඉතින් ස්පාසිලෝන් එක මේක ගැන යමක් කරන්න හිතලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි 2017 දී මේක පටන් ගත්තේ මේ නැති වී යන සම්නල ජනගහනය ආයේ ගේන්න.
Stay tuned for Stug Update. Trading at Trump Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The all share price index gained 109.94 points to close at 12,310.95 and the S&P SL20 gained 51.04 points to close at 3,685.77. The turnover was 4.1 billion rupees and 166 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.